Hello, Aries. How are you doing? Corinne Clapham here, your intuitive wellness guide, tarot and oracle reader, also psychic intuitive medium, Reiki master, amongst other magical things. Welcome to your weekly reading. Okay, Aries, when I was first tapping into your energy, you know what I heard was angry Aries. What is going on, my Aries? Some of you feeling that? Let's tap into what's going on here, okay? So I am going to do the same structure I did as last week. We are going to get some guidance on what your current love energy is at. Then we are going to get some guidance in how the other person feels. And then we're going to get the weekly forecast. If you're loving that way, please put in the comments below and also subscribe, hit the notification so you know when the next videos come. But this is a new structure I started since last week. So I want your feedback. Like if you're digging it, let me know. If you're not digging it, you don't need to let me know. Let's just keep it nice. Let's just keep it nice. But if you're not digging this way and you actually prefer the way I was originally doing it, which is really, I was just pulling intuitively the cards and the messages and going from there. But this one's a little bit more structured. So let me know which one you like best. Okay, Aries? All right, my friends. Let's see. What do we have here? What is Aries' current love stitch or energy? And also keep in mind, this is a general reading. Okay, anybody who wants a personal reading, I will put the link is in the description box below. But you can also check your sun and a rising sign. Rising is also the ascendant sign. Woo! Okay, cool. Let me get 2 more cards here, Aries. If you like wondering what that card is, I made that woo reaction, so you're probably like, oh my God, I wonder what that is. But you just hang in there. So far, it's looking good. So far, it's looking good. All right, 2 more cards for Aries and their current love energy. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I need a little bit more space here. How many of you are feeling like you need a little bit more space? Maybe that's feel like that's okay, what do we have here? Okay. We got Wheel of Fortune, Aries. That's amazing. That's amazing, okay? So luck is turning in your favor over something. You have the World card. So for some of you, remember this is a general reading, so just take what resonates. For some of you, this is a cycle that's closing out, a karmic cycle, okay? So some of you might have been finishing up a chapter with someone. For some of you, I feel like there's still some residual energy, though, going there. I can feel that there's still some teetering energy with this past person. I feel like for a lot of you, it's like it's broken up, it's done, but the energy is still there. I'm feeling it's teetering. It's like spotty. So I don't know if it's in and out. Or that's what I'm sensing just from like the visual and the feeling I'm getting here. For some of you, it's actually like bringing up a lot of turmoil. Like I can feel it in my tummy right now. It's in knots. So with that, I think it's very important to, have the observation of what makes us feel good and what doesn't make us feel good. What I mean by that is, for example, some people watch the news and they feel like crap after. They don't even realize it. They just get really edgy. They get edgy around all the other family mates around. So that's an example. Sometimes when we eat certain foods, we feel like crap after. So if you notice that you're hanging out with someone, doesn't matter who, a friend, whatever, and you're always feeling drained or crap after, you need to make a decision for yourself. I'm not going to make it for you. You have to make it for yourself. You'll feel too, because it always works both sides, right? Okay, we have the Page of Cups as well. So this is like a new love, new energy that is here. So I feel like for some of you, have someone new. For some of you, I'm also feeling like you're not even aware of this new love. It's almost like it's just someone you're kind of talking to, or maybe your friendship, or you have a couple of friends. And so it's very covert. It's like it hasn't been sprouted yet. But I have a feeling this week it's going to. We're going to do your weekly forecast in a moment anyways. However, just also we have the new moon coming up Tuesday, May 11th. So it's all about new dreams, new manifestations. Know that you always have the power of choice too. So even if you hear something you don't like, that's fine. You can totally take control of your life and manifest what you desire. And anybody who's looking to go in deeper in that, I will also put in the link below is a website where you can get to the New Moon Awakening. Excuse me. And that's where we're going to dive in a lot more. We're going to do a healing component, and we're going to do a manifestation component, And I always start with astrological wisdom. So we talk about the planetary placements and what's going on and how that affects you and us as a collective. Now I'm going to move on now because I know a lot of you are probably like, hello, can we just get to how the other person feels about me? So let's get to that right now. How does the other person feel? Ooh, that was a big chunk. So we're going to put that back in. By the way, my throat's feeling a little bit weird right now. So I'm feeling like for some of you, throat chakra, communication's big. We also have, what was it that just, I can't remember what planet went into Gemini. I think it was the end of April. But anyways, Gemini is all about communication. We're also coming up to Gemini season shortly. Not super soon, but shortly. And that's all about communication. Okay, so whew, how does the other person feel about Aries? I was like, I had to take a deep breath there. There's heaviness on the heart here for some of you, Aries. Man, you know, I see some good stuff here, but I'm feeling like some of you are going through a little bit of a time, and that's okay. Everything shall pass. Okay, you have Page of Wands over here, okay? And Page of Wands can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This can be like a new project or new creative idea. In terms of like how the other person feels about you, it's like I feel like it's kind of a young energy. Let's read the other two cards so then we can go into it. The Fool. By the way, that was upside down. So is the Fool. The Fool is upside down. This is all about taking chances. This is all about new paths. This is all about new changes. That was in the opposite direction. I feel like for some of you are kind of in a codependent dynamic. And it's like you both kind of know that it's you got everything you could out of the relationship and it's time for a change, but that change is scary, so you're hanging on to each other. I mean, to each their own, but if it's not healthy, then you know, which, by the way, keeping up with the Kardashians, they had to make a very, don't judge me if you're not into reality shows, but they had to make a very, and this is coming up for me, so this is important for me to say it, because for some of you, this is going to mean something for you, if not all of you. They had to make a very difficult decision to see if they wanted to renew their, how do you say it? Their contract for another year or another whatever to do more filming. And you know what? I think a lot of people would normally choose the route that would be so easy because it would feel more comfortable. For them, they've been doing 20 seasons. They're used to the crew there. They're used to, I mean, the crew is pretty much their family at this point. So it could have been easy to say yes, but they knew they needed to make a change. They knew it's time for a change in their life. And without making that change and shift, it would have closed off other opportunities that needed to happen. When we take that leap, it's like when you take that leap and the universe catches you, it's kind of like that. And that's how I'm feeling for some of you here. Yeah, it's going to be a crazy change. I hear you. But sometimes those scary changes are what bring us the most beautiful outcomes in the end. So if you're feeling like you're scared to make those choices, hopefully that give you a little bit of inspiration. And then we have the Four of Wands here, which is very beautiful. Like celebrations. I almost want to see reuniting. Usually this card can mean reuniting, but you know what's happening right now? I'm getting 3 different timelines because this is general reading. And sometimes when that happens, I see a lot and I hear a lot happening at the same time in my head. And the human body can only communicate one sentence instead of 3 thoughts at the same time. So sometimes I just need a moment here. Let's go on your weekly forecast, and then I'm going to pull some clarifying cards with another deck, okay? I don't want to say too much about this yet because there's a couple of different timelines we have here. So let's get into the weekly forecast, then we'll dissect it a little bit more, okay, Aries? If you're here, put a hello in the chat, by the way. It just lets me know that I'm talking to beautiful, amazing humans and not to myself or not to bots, because actually the only comments I've really gotten are bots. I'm like, y'all, where's the humans at? Like the nice, good humans, like the ones that leave good, nice comments. You know what I mean? All right, Aries. Let's get 2 more cards for this weekly forecast for Aries on their love life, love life. Love life. Okay. Okay. Okay, we have the Two of Wands over here. Okay, again, it can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Doesn't have to be either. Two of Wands. So this is like, it can be waiting for results. It can be making a choice. For some of you, it could be traveling. I feel like a lot of people have been really uprooted. For some people, it's going to be traveling, maybe getting either. I feel like for those who are very stable, have been stability for a long time, it's going to be traveling. For those who've been kind of traveling a lot, it might be actually shifting into something more stable. As funny and weird as it sounds. Okay, and some of you are waiting to make a choice. We also have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is all about really taking the time to focus on yourself. And we also have, I feel like it was Venus that went into Gemini. We just had Venus in something. But we also have the new moon tomorrow, which is in the zodiac sign of Taurus. And the ruling planet for Taurus is Venus. And Venus is all about love and beauty. But why I'm bringing this up, it makes me think of that because it's really like taking our time to do our self-care, to maybe focus more on our inner self and our beauty, but not beauty in a materialistic way. It's almost like you do it for yourself because it feels good. Like you want to spend the extra attention to your hair or take baths, do your nails, whatever makes you feel good, but you're doing it for yourself because it feels good. Then we have the 10 of Wands, carrying way too much here, Aries. Hanging on and carrying to way too much here. And you don't need to hang on all this. Oh, it's not even yours. Why are you hanging on to all that? And then we have the Nine of Wands, which is a fast-moving energy usually. So it might be a new energy coming in. Something's shifting and changing. But you know what? When you let go what you've been hanging on to, that's when this fast energy can come in. Okay? Then the top card here, Devil energy. Just watch it. If some of you are, and I say that with loving and tenderness and care, by the way, just be mindful if you're, what's the word I want to say? Well, like this can represent addictions, but what I'm trying to say is things that you might be overindulgent in to avoid dealing with or feeling certain things that need to be healed. Okay. Addictions doesn't always have to be drugs and alcohol. It can be food, it can be sex, it can be whatever it is when we're doing it from a place of trying to fill a void. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Let's get into the clarifying cards. I was using the Rider-Waite deck. I am now going to be using the Romance Oracle deck, and this is by Doreen Virtue. All right, let's get some clarifying cards in the current love energy for Aries. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Fortune's turning your luck. The World card, closing out a cycle for a lot of you. And then the Page of Cups was what we had with the tarot. Okay, you know what? Everybody take this moment right now and take a nice deep breath in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. One more time, bringing that inhale in through the nose. Bring that breath all the way down to your root chakra. It's below the belly button. Exhaling out through the mouth. I feel such a heaviness here on my heart, Aries. I feel like a lot of you is carrying a lot of weight. I'm not even surprised. We have this over here. Deepen your breaths. Deepen your breath. Some of you actually need to deepen your breath a lot more. When we do that, we circulate more oxygen within the body. We have more cleansing, fresh blood circulating, helps us keep more alert. And also, when we really deepen that oxygen and that breath, bacteria in the body cannot thrive when there is fresh oxygen in there. And so the more we do that, it's just, there's so many benefits from that. Okay. I'm not a doctor or anything. So, do it at your own discretion. I feel like I just have to say that. But for a lot of you, I'm feeling like you need to take a deep breath. Yeah, constricted. Some of you are feeling really constricted. Sorry, Aries. I feel like some of you are going through some stuff. You're going to get through it, okay? All right. Take a deep breath. Take another one. Some of you need to take another one. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other. Your bond deepens. Beautiful. Okay. And then let your friends help you ask for and accept support from others. So some of you have new energy coming in. Some of you are still going to be doing your healing process. Some of you are just getting into your healing process. So no judgment on where anybody is on your path. You know, everybody's gone through this too, so you're never alone. Let's get clarifying cards for how the other person feels about Aries, please. The other person feels about Aries. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, visualizations help bring you together. Aries, some of you know, I mean, if you think it was a good relationship you need to work on, you know it. For others who are dynamic and broke apart and it wasn't healthy, you know. So you know where you're at, and you need to make a decision based on what's healthy for you and how you can show up as a healthy partner as well. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, okay? Like I said, this is general reading because I'm seeing so many different timelines here. For some of you, you have already closed out a cycle and you have new, fresh love in here. For some of you, a breakup is already happening, but you're still in and out of each other's lives. Like you haven't fully let go of each other. 3% is what I'm getting. The person that you're with, it's funny because then there's a whole other flip side. There's a couple of you, 3% is what I see, are with someone and it's been a little like you've been questioning it. But there could be something really good that comes out of it because it's calling in the soulmate here and then keeping an open mind. So like I said, it's a general reading. Go with what really resonates with you out of all of that. And then let's get some clarifying cards for your weekly forecast. Weekly forecast for Aries. Clarifying card for weekly forecast. Okay. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay. And let's get 2 more clarifying cards here. 2 more clarifying cards. I'd actually like to get a clarifying card on the 10 of Wands, please. Clarifying card on the 10 of Wands. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So being in the present moment. And letting go what doesn't serve you, because some of you are really hanging on to a lot and carrying a big load here. Let's get a clarifying card on the Knight of Wands. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. So at the end of it, Aries, really at the end of the day, as soon as you connect with yourself, you can be aligned with what it is that you want. Some of you new love, some of you still doing the healing process, and some of you are in a dynamic that's going to be revived and refreshed if you can keep that open mind, because your soulmate may differ from that usual type and expectations. I would never encourage anybody to stay in an abusive relationship, by the way. So just know if someone's in an abusive relationship, but you're hearing messages like keep an open mind and stay, those messages are never for someone who's in an abusive relationship. It's never acceptable to be in one. And like I said, I will never tell anybody what to do. These are just guidances, and you have to feel for yourself what is going to be healthy and best for yourself. Like I said, we're going into the new moon this Tuesday, May 11th. This is all about new manifestations. If you want to go deeper in the healing and manifesting what you want, check out the Moon Awakening event. Join in on that. And also, if you register before Tuesday, 7 p.m., I did a double moon duo, which I've never done before. For those who register for the new moon and pre-register for the full moon that's happening later this month, you get a special price for that, special honor fee. And I would really get on the full moon as well, because that is the solar eclipse. It's going to be very powerful. But also I'm doing something very different in that one. I'm facilitating a breath work in there, a very powerful, specific one that is another way to really shake out the limitations that have been keeping people bonded to what they don't want. And so I highly suggest coming to the new moon and the full moon if you can. Otherwise, Aries, I really look forward to seeing what plays out for all of you. And I hope you all have an amazing new moon, whether you join us or not. And I will see you next week. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notifications button so you get notified. And also I have other videos as well on meditation, spirituality, wellness, self-care, self-love. And I also just uploaded the channeling for this new moon too. So if you want to check that out, you can too. Much love, y'all. Corinne Clapham here.